Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today, we're taking a look at the 18th installment of what I like to call Fat Shaming Fridays, where we take a look at various responses to this.
Tell me the wildest way you have ever been fat shamed.
I wonder how long we can go with this series. Are we ever going to run out of fat shaming stories? As usual, if I laugh at any of these stories, I'm not laughing at the fact that somebody was bullied or fat shamed. I'm just laughing at the ridiculousness of the situation. What kind of fat shaming stories will we see today? Fat shamed on the construction site? Fat shamed at the archaeology dig? Fat shamed in the ice cream section of your grocer's freezer? There's only one way to find out, and that is with the applying of comb to mustache.
Tell me the wildest way you have ever been fat shamed.
So this must have happened to me about like 10-ish years ago, maybe a little bit longer. It was either in high school or right after high school. And I had a friend who invited me over to a bonfire, and it was a nice fire, whatever.
It sounds lovely. There's nothing like a lovely bonfire. That's what I always say. And then when I'm out there, I'm like, yo, this is a nice bonfire, son. This is really nice when we all get together and go burn some crap out in a field.
It was getting kind of late. I think I had to work in the morning, something like that. And I was just like, hey, I'm going to head out with our friend. Like, bonfire's over. You know, I don't exactly know, but...
All right, so the bonfire was wrapping up, and you decided to leave with your friend.
It came out with, like, being over or being done with the fire. And she looked at me and she goes, you haven't sang anything.
She looked at you and said, you haven't sang anything. Okay.
And I was like, excuse me? And she goes, well, you know, nothing's over until the fat lady sings. Bruh. Needless to say, we're not friends.
Dude, that is the fakest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Out of all of the fake stories that I have heard on this channel, that takes the cake, madame. She said, hey, you haven't sang yet. And you're like, what? What do you mean? And she's like, yeah, it's not over until the fat lady sings. Right, guys? Like, yeah, no, that never, clearly never happened. Dude, that is like a story that like an 8-year-old would make up, or maybe like a 10-year-old tops, dude. Literally. I'm not trying to be mean to you, this person that's made up that story that is clearly fake, but you clearly made that up. It's not even the slightest bit believable, dude. Don't you love how dumb people think you are? Like when they tell you these ridiculous, outlandish stories that clearly did not happen, and they think that you are so dumb that you're not going to be like, hey, wait a minute, this is crazy. Like they think that you're just going to be like, wow, okay. I don't know, man. A lot of these people have the maturity of a 10-year-old, literally. It's really bizarre. So it begs the question then, if you were incredibly mature, would your drug of choice be candy? Next.
Tell me the wildest way you have ever been fat shamed.
Oh gosh, I have a plethora of stories.
A plethora? A veritable cornucopia? Okay. Now things are getting serious. When people mention the word plethora, it's going down.
But I'll just take one. Okay, so this was in the early-ish 2000s. My friends and I went to the taping of the Tyra Banks Show.
Uh-oh. I don't like this already. You guys went to the taping of the Tyra Banks Show. What sort of fat-shaming shenanigans are going to take place here?
There were 4 of us total, 1 skinny friend, 3 healthy friends. As we were finding...
What? 1 skinny friend, 3 healthy friends. That's a really strange euphemism for being overweight, right? Healthy? Like, oh, he's just healthy, but you're not healthy when you're overweight? I don't know. That's a weird one.
In our seats, the producers were sort of picking people to sit in the front. They looked at one healthy friend, said, you sit in the back. Looked at the skinny friend, said, you get to come with me.
Well, I guess that they didn't think the healthy friend looked that healthy. I guess they disagreed. They thought the skinny friend looked healthy, so they put them in the front.
You 2 sit in the back. Put all 3 of us in the very last row in the corner. Put skinny friend front and center where she would be on the camera the whole time.
Dude, that's messed up. But that's funny, though. What if the way that the seats are organized are like from skinny to fat, going from front to back? I'm going to have to go back and watch some episodes of the Tyra Banks Show and pay attention to the audience to see if it's actually seated that way. It goes from skinniest to fattest. Like, what the heck, Tyra? What are you doing? That would be hilarious, though, if you could totally see that in the audience. We're going to have to go back and take a look.
It was so blatant that we were put in the back because we were chubby. And
Chubby? No. You were healthy. Remember, they put you in the back because you guys were the healthiest. And they're like, your health is so stunning that we're going to put you in the back of the room. I know that's not funny, but TV is TV, dude. They don't care about anybody's feelings.
And then the show was about body inclusivity.
No way, dude, no. Dude, no, there's no way this could be true. The show was about body inclusivity, and they put all the healthiest people all the way in the back so they couldn't be seen. Oh, Tyra. Oh, early 2000s culture. Anybody who lives in the current day and age who thinks that there's, so much fat shaming going on, go back to the early 2000s, man. Go back to the 80s or the 90s, okay? Women weren't even allowed to have a butt back in those days. It was quite a confusing time for us all, right? Like, oh my God, she actually has a butt. Ew. Like, I don't know. It was weird. Next.
Tell me the wildest way you have ever been fat shamed.
This was with my first husband. I had just given birth to our child who was over 10 pounds.
Okay, you had just given birth to your child that was over 10 pounds.
And I finally was able to get up to use the restroom. I had a C-section. And as I was leaving the bathroom to come lay back down in my hospital bed, he looked at my body and he looked at those mesh underwear and he said, I have never been less attracted to you than I am in this exact moment. Then I ordered a pizza for lunch and he ate the pizza and suggested that I opt for a salad instead. That's why he's my ex-husband.
Dude, what? You had just given birth via a C-section and you were getting up to go to the bathroom and your husband, I believe you said now ex-husband, I hope you said now ex-husband.
This was with my first husband.
Your husband says to you, I have never been less attracted to you than I am right now in this very moment. What the heck, dude? Oh my God, that is completely insane. What? So this dude was of such an IQ that he thought that right after you give birth, you should be looking your best. We should be ready to go romp in the hay right now after you just gave birth via a C-section. I've never been less attracted to you? What the heck, dude? What an idiotic freaking thing to say, dude. I don't remember if she said ex-husband. Hopefully, obviously, you would divorce somebody for this sort of stupidity. Like, somebody with that low of an IQ, dude, there's no future, okay? But I mean, since you guys have a child together now, you're going to have to deal with this person for a very long time in the future. So I suggest to you, you remember this. If this dude ever gets in a car accident or ends up in the hospital or anything at all where he's in the hospital and he's all screwed up and he's all strapped to the gurney and all full of drugs and has half of his head shaved and all this crazy stuff, you go up to him and you're like, man, not looking too good there, bud. I have never been less attracted to you than I am right now. All that chemo, it's not really doing much for your looks, homie. Or whatever the thing may be. Not to make fun of anybody that does chemo. You get the point, okay? You get the story. But, oh my God, that is not even funny. That is not even funny, dude. That is completely insane. Thanks for giving birth to our child, hun. That was really amazing. You nasty skank, get out. Like, what, dude? That is completely insane. How attractive are you supposed to be during and after birth, dude? Jeez. I've seen a couple births myself, and I can tell you, yeah, it ain't the most attractive thing to look at. That's not what it's about. We don't go to a birth to get turned on, man. This really put me in the mood. If it did, you would have even worse problems than you already have, bro. That dude has a lot of mental problems. Jeez. Next.
Tell me the wildest way you have ever been fat shamed.
Okay, here's the story of why I will never go to a public gym ever again.
Okay, so this person looks extremely familiar to me, but I watched this story and I did not remember the story, so I don't think that I've covered them. I think that I've just seen their face when I was scrolling through this series before. So if I have covered them before, forgive me.
So background for me, I was a swimmer for 10 years. I swam Division I in college.
You were a swimmer for 10 years. Damn, your arms and legs must have been tired. Dude, I swim for like a half an hour and I'm ready to call it quits. Do.
Distance swimmer. I know how to work out.
I know how to work out. Okay? I know how to breathe. It's not that hard. Lift a weight or walk.
I'm plus size because I've had 3 kids and gone through trauma, and I struggle with binge eating.
Okay, that's the one. That last one that you said. Not to say that anybody's trauma or having kids doesn't contribute to their weight at all. I'm not trying to downplay that. But it is the last thing that she said that is the current cause of this condition. It is not the things that people said to us that are the reason that we are the way we are today. It is how we reacted to that. Okay, you calling me a jackass or doing whatever horrible thing to me years ago is not why I am obese today. It's because I self-medicated those feelings by eating. So it was my reaction to those words. We got to take control back, dude.
And it's just a constant struggle, but it doesn't mean I don't take care of myself.
Okay, so I have a feeling that this is like somebody's going to act like she doesn't know how to use the equipment at the gym or something because she's larger. And then she's offended because, as she just explained, she's done a lot of working out and stuff before.
Anywho, when we first moved to our area in Texas, we found a gym, Texas Family Fitness. We had gone to them before when we lived in another area, so we thought, let's sign up again. It'll be fun. They have a child care center, so we're like, cool.
The Texas Family Fitness Center. Sounds cool, man. You can get a 72-ounce steak while you're in there. That's the cool thing about Texas. No matter where you're at, you can get a 72-ounce steak.
I'm going to drop the kids off, go work out. It'll be a good time. Okay, first day I'm there, I'm on the elliptical. I usually like to do like an hour on the elliptical and then some weights after that.
Oh, you know what I like? I like the cross-country course on the elliptical. It like keeps changing the resistance and stuff. But I like that one because it's like, it's somewhat hard, it gets a little harder, it gets harder still, it gets even harder, and then it gets a little easy, then it gets harder. Like it's a nice mix, I think.
Probably good. I'm on the elliptical. I go like really hard on cardio machines. That's just like who I am.
That's just who I am. What the heck? Okay, so once you get on that elliptical, you just become gym beast mode. All right, I respect the hell out of that. Start getting all aggressive with the people next to you. You're like, dude, you're doing the flat course, homie? Watch this. And you turn the resistance all the way up. Like,
what I do, so I'm in like a push, right?
That's just how I do.
And this trainer comes up to me and he's like, hey, I'm a trainer here. We offer training sessions. I focus on weight loss for my clients.
He's all like, you're not using the elliptical right. And you're like, what? And he's like, yeah, actually you move your arms back and forth and your legs up and down. You're moving your legs back and forth and your arms up and down. What the heck? Like you could improperly use an elliptical or something. I know that he's just coming over trying to sell you on his coaching or whatever, but it'd be funny if he came over and tried to correct you on how to use it. Or you're like walking on the treadmill and he's like, whoa, what are you doing? He's like, that's not how you use that. And then he starts walking on his hands.
Would you be interested in signing up with me? And I was like, please stop talking to me when I'm working out.
Oh man, I totally respect the hell out of that answer. Alright, I wasn't sure if I believed her before, but now I believe that you do go to the gym, because that's a perfect gym answer. Bro, you saw my earbuds in? Why are you talking to me? I don't care if you work here. Leave me alone. You sound like a gym pro now. Oh, we'll just get you started off on a 12-week program, you know. We'll start it off easy. We'll blah, blah, blah. Shut up. I know how to use the elliptical, okay, buddy?
For one. And no, like, don't just come up to somebody that's plus size and assume that their goal is to lose weight.
Now we're getting ridiculous, where, like, we're getting silly, where we're like, you can't assume anything about anybody, ever. Like, yeah, we can. We can assume things about people sometimes, all right? Okay? If somebody's wearing a pair of glasses, we can assume that, you know, maybe their vision is not 20/20, so they need a little assistance, therefore they're wearing glasses, right? Like, if somebody is morbidly obese, you know, it's very, very likely, I would say 99.9%, that they are uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable, and they would like to stop being uncomfortable, is what I would imagine. I mean, if I see someone who's obese at the gym, what else would you think? I'm going to think, oh, this person is here to be a power lifter. They're just trying to put on an extra 20 pounds of lean tissue to their physique. I would think, no, they're here to lose weight. What I just said kind of reminds me of seeing larger people go to the ab machine, thinking that you can target weight loss, but what they're actually doing is just building muscle under their fat. You won't see that muscle until the fat is gone. So you can go to the gym to build muscle if you are living in a larger body, if you're obese or whatever, but it's just going to be additional weight that you're not going to see because it's going to be hidden under the fat.
My goal was not to lose weight. It was to have a healthy heart and to work out for my mental health. And
losing weight will help your heart and your mental health. So I know that both of those things get benefit from working out without losing weight, but losing weight benefits those things even greater. Dude, there is nothing that benefits your mental health better than working hard and starting to see results. When you see those results, you're like, hell yeah, dude, I'm doing it. And you get motivated to keep doing it.
to get away from my kids for an hour.
Hey, I respect that. You could have just said that. You're like, I just go to the gym to get away from those freaking kids. Goddamn. I'm gonna rip my freaking hair out these goddamn kids. If I hear one more reference to Lululemon, bro, I swear to God. That'd be funny. You don't even like working out. You're like, I just want to get away from them kids, man. I would respect that. I go to the gym and I actually, I go to the tanning bed and I just take a nap in there for a little bit and cry a little bit. You know, I sit there with my head in my hands like this for about half an hour, weeping, you know, sobbing into my hands, as people with children would fully understand.
So I politely said no, put my headphones back in, and was trying to, like, signal to him to go away.
He's gonna keep insisting, or what? How could this be?
Of course, he was trying to be super persistent. He finally got the hint, though, after, like, 5 or 10 minutes of harassing me on the elliptical. It was...
What? It took that long? So... he comes over, he's like, hey, let me talk to you about fitness and crap. And you're like, no, dude, I'm good. And then, like, you put your earbuds back in and he keeps on talking. You're all, like, on the elliptical. Hey, let me come over here and talk to you about health and fitness. I can help you get in the best shape of your life. Are you interested? Huh? Oh, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm just going to walk on the elliptical. I don't really need any direction or guidance or anything. I know what to do. I'm good. Thank you very much. Bro, I said no. No thank you, sir, okay? You just see his mouth moving, and every time you take the earbud out, you hear a different price. He's like, $24.99? $82.86? You're like, what the? No.
horrible. I felt so uncomfortable, but I was like, you know.
Personal trainers that try to sell you on their services and they're all pushy at the gym are annoying. All I get from those interactions is that those people desperately need their commission. I'm like, bro, okay, you're in pretty good shape or whatever, but I can smell the desperation on you, right? You're like, you're circling me on the leg press like a vulture circling a dying goat or something. Get out of here, man.
What? He's probably not there every day. It's fine. Next day, come back. He's there. I try to avoid him. I'm just kind of like walking like, ugh. I go into the locker room, kind of like hang out for 5 or 10 minutes, make sure he didn't notice me, and then I head out to the ellipticals. Well, who wanders over?
Wah, wah, wah. The fitness harasser. This dude starts stalking you and popping up in every area of your life. You go to get the mail and you reach for the mailbox. Did you ever consider some personal training? I would love to train you. You go to reach in the freezer to get yourself a snack and you open the door. Out comes the frozen face like, hey, have you ever considered personal training? It's really cold in there.
To talk to me again. The trainer that wants to train me in weight loss.
Weight loss. I love when people mock things using like a childish voice, like, hey, told me to get healthy.
I politely decline again. He walks away, whatever. I'm like, this dude's annoying.
Yeah, this guy is annoying, dude.
Hopefully this is the last time I have to deal with him. Please tell me why.
Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say, I'll take a smaller piece of cake. Don't you ever say that, dude. Virgie will come for you.
He would come to me every single time I was there to ask to sign up to lose weight with him. Like, I started being like, I'm really not interested. Please don't bother me anymore.
Dude, how many times did this happen? Oh my goodness gracious. I don't know why, dog, but I believe her.
And he would still come talk to me.
What is this? Dude, the gym trainer stalker guy? What the hell? Oh my god. I believe her because I have seen these types of predatory personal trainers at the gym who just will not take no for an answer.
Every time. I honestly finally quit the gym. I was like, I can't do this. This is making me uncomfortable.
Oh, dude, just find a different gym. Okay, that's what you do. Find a different gym, and if people start doing that again, just be like, listen, buddy, okay, I don't want a personal trainer. Do not harass me again, or I'm going to go somewhere else. That's how that should be handled.
And I haven't been back to a gym ever since.
Ah, man, come on. Don't let that turn you off to the concept of gyms in general. It always irritates me when people are like, this terrible thing happened at the gym, and I haven't been back since. Like, dude, don't let that sway you, dude. Go to a different gym, and if somebody else tries those shenanigans again, you just go somewhere else. Or you're like, actually, yeah, could you, why don't you show me, sir, how to do a proper bench press, okay? Why don't we go ahead and load you up with a bunch of weight there, and you put a bunch of weight on, and you go have him show you, and then he's like, yeah, just spot me, and I'll show you how to do a nice bench. And then you're like, yeah, sure thing. And then when he's going, you're like, why don't you go ahead and go to fail, and I'll spot you when you can't lift it anymore. And you let him keep going, and then when it gets right here, he's like, okay, spot me, and you're like, I don't know. And you just let it start going closer to his neck, and you're like, are you going to keep bothering me about personal training at this gym? And he's like, what, huh? And you're like, I'm not going to lift this bar off your neck until you promise me right now and sign this paper that you will stop harassing me about getting your personal training services in this gym. And then he's just like, Here's what you do. You go to one of those cable machines where you pull and it has the stack of weights. You pull the cable so it lifts the stack of weights, and you place his hand in there, and then you drop it on his hand, and you're like, all right, buddy. There's so many ways you could injure somebody with gym equipment, is what I'm saying. The craziest story today was the one where the lady gave birth, and then the dude said that he was the least attracted to her that he's ever been in his life, which was a really stupid thing to say. And I would imagine her response would be like, yeah, of course you're not attracted to me right now, you moron. Half of my guts are on the freaking table because I just had a C-section and I'm wearing netting instead of actual clothing. Dude, I hope this isn't turning you on. I would be a little concerned if it did. Anyway, that about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one.